the joys of Tanzania. I was just going to show you that I was boiling my water because I'm just back from a run and we have no sun at the moment and I'm sick of cold showers and I keep getting a cold from it naturally. When it's cold you have a cold shower. And then I see a rat, so you got an added bonus, a guest appearance from the rat. I thought I'd take some time. I haven't had any time literally to even pick up the camera the last few days, so I thought I'd take the time now to speak about something that I was thinking about whilst I was running actually. And before I went running I had feeling quite low and bogged down, and when I feel quite low and bogged down I feel like I want to indulge in much more material gratification, if you like. So I feel like what will make me happy is eating something tasty, or what will make me happy is watching a movie, or what will make me happy is perhaps I don't know. Those are my predominant two pleasures, but watching rubbish, watching junk on YouTube perhaps. But those are my main two things, is eating nice food that I lean towards, or watching a movie. Which is new for me as well, because for a long time I didn't watch movies actually. For my first 2 years in Tanzania I didn't watch them, and I now watch them with Fritzy from time to time, and I welcome the break actually, because I was being a bit hard on myself. Anyway, I digress. When I drop into this lower vibratory state, as I call it, when I feel lower and bogged down, I haven't exercised and I've ate too much food and my body's, all that energy in my body, that life force is all based around digesting food because I've overeaten, then I start to want to indulge in more material things. Now, when I was a younger man and I used to smoke cigarettes and take drugs and drink alcohol and use pornography and stuff like this, I remember then as well, if I didn't exercise my mood would come down, and I'd seek those things to try and lift myself. Now I see it as in a vibratory state. I try to make myself vibrate in a higher frequency. I try to cheer myself up by using things which would actually momentarily perhaps give you a distraction from the fact that you don't feel perfectly at ease with your body. Now, a lot of it comes from, I found in my younger days, was overeating. When I first fasted, I started to understand that I'd been overeating, and this would sometimes pin my mood down a lot. And my body would be spending so much time processing its stuff. And of course, like most young men who are watching things like pornography, I'd overindulge in that other aspect of my body which drains your energy anyway. But whilst you're doing that and your energy is getting lower, your vibration is getting lower. Now when people hear vibes and vibration, they think it's a bit new agey, but this is your reality. You are made up of particles, atoms, and the atoms that make up the bench I'm sitting on and the water I'm boiling. It just so happens that they're all vibrating in a different way at a different density. So my atoms vibrate. I'm very tired of my run, so I keep swapping arms. My atoms are vibrating differently to the atoms that make up this bench that I'm sitting on. But if you zoom in far enough, you are all made of the same material ultimately. You are those atoms and electrons. Now, when you see yourself as that collection of energy and your vibratory state comes down, I'm getting to the point of what I was wanting to say now. Your vibratory state comes down and you're in that lower level. It would stand to reason that on that level of energy and stuff that you can't physically see, that there are other lower vibratory forms as well. Now, you can't see your thoughts. If you operate on your brain and cut it open, you can't see your memories, your thoughts. If you cut open a person's body, you can't see their emotions. They are just not there, quite simply. But we know they are there, which is what I'm getting at when I say other lower vibratory aspects of yourself. Now, I find that the temptation of doing these things exists when my vibration is lower. Now, if I fast and my vibration is really high, nothing tempts me, nothing. When I run long distance, when I'm finished the run, there's nothing tempts me. I'm in a much higher vibratory state and a much more positive area energetically. Now, in the invisible realm, if you can imagine vibrations, you've got a long drawn out vibration like this, and then this vibration. Now, if entities of energy exist in this vibration, naturally this long drawn out one can't even get in to communicate with that, because it's so long and drawn out. It can't even get in between the vibration of that entity, of that being. But if your vibration lowers and you start like this, then other entities you can't see who are like this would then be able to approach you, is how I would see it, latch onto you, tempt you, lead you astray. So if we allow ourselves to constantly crash into a lower vibratory state and we don't do anything to counteract that, those parts of reality that your eyes can't see, those aspects of quantum physics that can't be explained, like how observation changes the behavior of an ion, or how atoms and electrons perceivably disappear and we don't know where to. These are things we can't explain. But what we can clearly understand is that they are vibrating. And what we can clearly understand is that concept that there are energies beyond the realm of your five senses. There are thoughts beyond your five senses, in fact, and we can't see the thought world, we can't see the psychic world, the mental world, we can't see the emotional world, we could just experience it. And it's the same with the spiritual world. If you don't raise your vibration, and the energy you emit into this reality, which is built up of unexplained aspects, such as the disappearance of atoms and the change in behavior of ions, is a good example from observation. What do you risk then? Do you risk an entity you can't see leading you with that temptation? Is there a reason why most spiritual sages advise that you raise your vibration with yoga, with exercise, with fasting? What is behind that? What is it that makes us commune so closely with God when we surrender our flesh in such a way? On the vibratory level, what is going on? And I say what is going on is when you're vibrating like that, other beings who vibrate like that in a beautiful high frequency and loving energy then can whisper to you and comfort you and be around you. But when you're doing this, that energy has a great difficulty communing with you. And as such, the energy that does this within the spiritual realm can then start nudging you, or clawing at you, or hanging onto your coattails to get you to do things that are probably going to lower your vibration even further. So, I guess the base of what I'm saying is, find a way to raise your vibration. If you don't find a way to raise your vibration, you're always going to struggle to discipline your flesh.